So, are people getting dumber, or is it just that social media allows us to see how dumb people are? Maybe this is one of those like chicken and egg things. Like, is it that people are getting dumber, or we can just see more dumb people? Gentlemen, today, in an attempt to help you not be a dumbass, I'm going over 10, 11, I got a list. I'm not saying that if you're doing any of these things that you're a bad person, but you definitely look like a dumbass, in my opinion. Some of these things we're gonna go over are style related. Some of them are your actions or attitudes. But the bottom line, if you're doing them, you look like a dumbass, number one. Buying any of those like get rich quick like courses that they sell on the internet. Now hold up. Let me just explain this. I'm not saying that in some of these courses, they don't have like solid advice, but in my opinion, whenever I see dudes like at the seminars of these dudes, I think, what a dumbass. To be successful, you wanna know the secret? Work your ass off. If you try something that doesn't work, try something else. There is no shortcut, but you spending $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 going to a course or buying these seminars makes me personally think you are a dumbass. Second thing that makes you look like a dumbass is not understanding at this point that you gotta match your leathers. If you're wearing brown dress shoes, you gotta wear a brown dress belt. If you're wearing black dress shoes, black dress belt, exactly. But when it comes to casual sneaks, gentlemen, if you're rocking a pair of white minimal sneaks and you actually rock a white leather belt, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Damn, what was that, a Ferrari? And you're like, no, it's a Kia Spectra. I call these look at me cars. Cars that are all souped up and pumped up, whether or not it's a Dodge Charger or a Kia Spectra or a Mazda Miata. You look like a dumbass. The fourth thing that makes you look like a dumbass, gentlemen, is not understanding that you need to remove the basting. You're like, basting? What the hell is that? Let me explain, right? You know when you get a suit, right? There's little like X's at the bottom of like the vents or down here by the sleeves or like right there like in the pocket. Gentlemen, little secret, you gotta remove them, because if anybody sees you like me and you're rocking a suit that may indeed look dynamite, but you got those two X's right there, if you're still gotten them and you're rocking them, gentlemen, you look like a dumbass. The next thing that makes you look like a dumbass is acting like an asshole. Even if you're famous, even if you're rich, even if you are amazing looking. Notice an alarming trend that we as a society are giving people who are famous, good looking, or rich, we're allowing them to act really bad or do really horrible things, and we give them a pass just because they're famous, successful, attractive, or have a lot of money. There's no better example of this than YouTube, right? We see all of these popular, successful YouTubers being horrible people or doing horrible things, and we give them a pass. And they're rewarded oftentimes in views, they're rewarded in financially. And regardless of if it's them or the people they surround themselves with, it doesn't matter if it's you or the people that you associate or surround yourself with. If you're around a bunch of dumbasses, guess what? Dumbass. The next thing that makes you look like a dumbass, gentlemen, is all about watches. If you're not rocking a watch, you are sending the subliminal message that you are not reliable, you're not responsible, and you don't know what's up in terms of style and accessorization. There is no more important accessory a man can wear to look stylish, reliable, and sexy, did I mention sexy, than a super badass watch. And when it's as sexy as this motherfucker from today's video sponsor, Vincero, your game, super strong. Killing it, gentlemen. When I say Vincero is killing it in terms of the styling, the sexiness, the features. Guys, they've even recently introduced like a new like automatic watch with like a Seiko movement that is insane. But this one, like look at this. It was literally love at first sight when I saw this watch and I had to get it, right? Look how freaking sexy it is, right? That rose gold I am a sucker for, the matte black like silicone strap, the black face, super clean and simple, and the weight of this thing, guys, it is super heavy and rugged. Speaking of rugged, look at this sexy ass watch. Another one that I absolutely like lost my mind over, right? It's got that really sexy matte black case, simple dial, right? The numbers amazing, the bezel incredible. It's a chronograph, guys. Look at this strap. It's got like a nylon-y strap. This thing is insane. Here's another new like murdered out watch from the Outrider collection they recently launched, guys. The leather strap, the bezel, right? Listen to that. And the weight, guys, the thing is insane in terms of quality and style. Here's another one from the Outrider collection that I just couldn't pass up. It's got that like brass case, the army green face, guys, the brown leather strap. insane. Guys, I'm telling you, you gotta go check out these Vinceros. They are insane in terms of quality, in terms of style, and in terms of price. And speaking of price, that link down below, guys, if you go through it, you're gonna get up to 30% off of your watch. It's a limited time sale, so if you're interested, guys, hit the link and go check them out. I'm telling you, these watches are so sick, so sexy, you are gonna freak out. Hardest decision you're gonna have to make is actually which watch to get, honestly. And with that discount, though, you might actually be able to get two because they are already like super affordable for this level of style and quality and craftsmanship. But with that discount, guys, it gets even better. Guys, hit the link down below. Go check out and see why I am freaking out about these Vinceros. They have upped their game and they are insane. The next thing that makes you look like a humongous dumbass is getting a girl pregnant that you didn't want to get pregnant. Let me explain how this works. If you have like unprotected action with some spicy ass senorita, even if she's like not that spicy, but you're drunk and you're like, whatever, I'm still gonna have some action. You do your thing, you're like, all right, deuces, I'll see you later, mamacita, right? And then a few weeks later, you get a call and she's like, hi, Brian, yeah, I'm late. Isn't late to dinner? I'm pregnant. Whose is it? It's yours, you dumbass, because you didn't wrap that rascal. Gentlemen, if you are gonna get freaky with anybody, you gotta make sure you do alpha a salad, right? It's not for you, it's for me. I need you to wrap that rascal, even if she's like, yo, I'm on the pill. Don't believe the hype. The next thing that makes you look like a little bit of a dumbass, gentlemen, is wearing a hat to dinner. Wearing it backwards at dinner makes you look like a bigger dumbass. Gentlemen, the fact is, if you're going out to a nice dinner or a restaurant and you got a hat on, you better take it off. But Alpha, what about a fedora or something with the brim? Can I wear that inside? Gentlemen, here's the deal. You shouldn't wear these types of hats for a few reasons. Number one, you look stupid. Number two, you look stupid. Number three, these type of hats haven't been popular or stylish for like 5 years, and so if you're rocking them now, you look like a dumbass. Speaking of dumbass, the next thing we gotta talk about is your simp ass. Gentlemen, simping. Nothing makes a gentleman look like a bigger dumbass than when he is giving and spending and doing whatever he can do for some woman who's not giving him like any action whatsoever. I'm talking like zero. She might, Alpha. No. Something else that makes you look like a dumbass is being freaking obsessed with pretty girls. You gotta act like you've been there before, gentlemen, but if you are like freaking out, right, just because somebody's got a nice set of boobs and a banging booty, gentlemen, you look like a dumbass. You also look, you look a little bit like a loser. The next thing that makes you look like a dumbass is spending your entire salary for the month on a luxury item. There's nothing that makes you look like a bigger dumbass than when you're living like above your means. Guys, it's about saving. It's about budgeting. Do not get caught up in the hype. Do not think that just because you buy something or wear something, it's gonna make you a better person. It's gonna make you cooler. Your friends or that spicy senorita doesn't want to date you or hang out with you because you don't have the latest and greatest or can't afford certain things. You know what? Them. They're not worth it anyway. They're probably the ones posting pictures of themselves flashing cash or cars, which is something else that makes you look like a dumbass. They're posting pictures of them with like cash or in front of cars, right? Or like white tigers, and I think to myself, I'm like, there are two things that are going on. Either one, they're super insecure and they feel like they need to post this in order to build themselves up so that other people think they're cool or amazing. The second reason, they're actually trying to sell you a course that's gonna teach you how to do or get the white tigers, the cash, and the cars. The next thing that makes you look like a dumbass, in my humble opinion, is smoking. I'm not mad at you if you want to smoke a little weed, right? Not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. Do I do it? No. Does it mean that you shouldn't? Absolutely not. But the one thing I will say makes you look like a dumbass is smoking cigarettes, right? Smoking cigarettes is one of the dumbest things you can do. And drinking way too much. There's nothing that makes you look like a bigger dummy than when you are the dude that is the sloppy drunk. And the truth is, gentlemen, nobody wants to hang out with you because you're a horrible person when you're drunk. If you can't handle it, you probably shouldn't do it. And last but certainly not least, the last thing I gotta tell you makes you look like a dumbass is not apologizing when you do something wrong. I know that it's not easy, right? I know that admitting when we do something wrong, not all the time is a comfortable thing, but the worst thing you can do is act like you didn't do it, right? Or you don't actually own it and apologize. Guys, strong, confident alpha men, they apologize when they do something wrong. Own it, gentlemen. You gotta own it. If you make a mistake, own it. Don't displace it. Don't blame somebody else. If it's your fault, it's your fault. The one thing you can say is, I'm sorry for not dropping you one of these alpha earlier. Now is the time to do it if you didn't before. Something else that it's time for me to do is say goodbye.